So the original game had a lot of great features, and in the Rise of the Triad reboot, we intend to bring all these features back. The basic level design structure, the weapons, the enemies, and the power-ups are basically the same, but we also did some things to improve upon that.
The advantage they had was that there were a lot of really interesting elements like, platforming, traps, a lot of things that you didn't see in other first-person shooters at the time. So that's something we wanted to keep in our game.
Another thing we focused on as designers was to take a look at the original design and see how we could improve on the atmosphere of it. Because one thing is the design of the level and of course like how the level flows through. But the other thing is to actually keep the player immersed in some way. And for this, like the original did not have NPCs, but in our game we will actually, like for example in the level I'm working on right now, we will have a prison where you will actually see NPCs behind bars that will not be like enemies. This adds to the feeling of immersion for the player, that the place is not empty. There are actually people here that have like been captured or tried the same thing as you have before.
In a lot of current first-person shooters, you basically feel like you're just walking straight throughout a tunnel and triggering events while you're following the path. In our game it's a bit different. We have a lot of secrets in there, which I think will please both old-school gamers and people who like modern shooters, because it's simply a lot of fun. We really reward players for exploring the levels. And you can search some more for hidden areas. That's something you don't really find that much in modern games. And one of the advantages compared to other first-person shooters is that we have all those cool traps and gadgets like, we have jump pads, we have spinning blades which can chop you into pieces, we have spikes coming out from the floor. So there's a bit of an adventure feeling to it.
When we're doing level design, we're actually going through 4 steps. The first 3 steps are basically layout and documentation. It's the block out of the level, and it's the scripting. In the scripting, we basically make sure that everything works as intended, doors open as they should, events happen as they should, and everything works properly. And once these 3 steps have been done properly and tested thoroughly, we go through the 4th step, which is basically a world building or a set dressing, where we go in and making the world beautiful.
The original was known for having a lot of destructible items in the game, so we're introducing destructible environments as well. So you'll be able to see a lot of debris falling off the walls when you hit them with rocket launchers. You'll be able to see jibs flying all over the place, and you'll be able to break almost every object in the game into pieces.
One of the aspects of the HUD we worked with is we wanted to inform the players the different informations, how much ammunition, life and so on they have. But we also wanted to create a more immersed experience, and we integrated this by making the HUD disappear when there's not action, so it sort of fades away to create more room and more focus on the environment. And I think this gives a great feel, but whenever you shoot the gun or something happens, you pick up a coin or anything, it sort of comes back to life, so you can get the status and get these informations again.
When all the assets are done and they are put into the game, the environment becomes so much more real.